And I got me a guest in the building from B More, aka Baltimore, Maryland, in the building. The man himself, E Shore Riggs. For those who don't know, y'all can get at him on his MySpace. I mean, Instagram. Sorry, folks. I'm an old head. You know I'm an old head. I'm bringing up MySpace. But you can find him on all platforms. He has his own podcast that drops every week. Not your average local rapper. Straight guys. Yeah, man. And this is E Shore Riggs. E Shore, please tell the people who you are. Give them a little tasty.
You know what's good, brother. Appreciate you having me, man. I'm E Shore Riggs. Like you said, Maryland-based rapper. I was born and raised in another part of Maryland called the Eastern Shore. I moved to Baltimore as a late teenager, so I've been back and forth throughout the state. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how you got the name E Shore, because you're over on the east side first. Yeah,
you got it, brother. You got it.
I like that. Keep it totally organic. A lot of folks don't know how to do that.
Oh man, you got to, man. You got to keep it where it started, man. You know. Exactly.
That's the way I feel it. I mean, like, I find it funny that folks be talking like, oh, you know, we're gonna be famous 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, next year, and then by like 90 days into it, you see they ain't got no hot. You know what I mean? And I gotta give you props, because I literally only heard you 2 weeks before I seen you perform live. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. The live performance is way bigger than your sound, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're rocking the mic proper. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You're rocking the mic proper. It made me feel like, yo, I don't think whoever's engineering you is engineering you with a fair balance.
Right. I dig that.
Like they're like, yo, this guy got too many bars. I gotta show people that I'm involved.
I'm involved. Hey, but a lot of it was the energy that y'all brought, man. You know, y'all bring a lot of energy in Toronto, bro. Like,
yeah. But hey, if you can make it in Toronto, you can make it in anywhere around the world. This is the buckle world, man. We throw bottles at people. We get hectic out here. Yeah.
And when you see it before, we seeing that shit now, man. Because there's a lot of eyes on Toronto right now, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, but it is what it is, yo. I like that, because it kind of puts us in that same realm as like the Midwest, like Buffalo. Yeah. It kind of puts us over there with because you know them places, you can't go there and bomb on your performance. You can't do that. Them places, they're gonna deal with you, and then they're gonna deal with you in the media. Toronto will deal with you, but we ain't gonna diss you in the media like that. Like,
I did my research. I had to do my research before I came up there, man. I did my research about Toronto, so I made sure when I came correct.
You did. Yeah. For all those who don't know who this artist is, this is E Shore Riggs. Y'all need to tap in with him. Real shit. He does his podcast, but his music is based on real organic life.
Facts.
You hear that? Life.
Facts.
No jokes. So for a boom bop, gangster rapper type of dude to take a listen to you, my brother, they're gonna love you, because it's like you're conscious with the street twang with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, fam. And that's a hard lane to fucking navigate through, fam. That's a very, very hard lane to navigate.
It is, man. It is, especially in recent times, man. You know, with so many different genres of music, it's like, man, you know, we gotta really like come strong in this lane. Otherwise, we're gonna get overlooked.
Yes, right. That is right. That's the same problem Toronto's been having for like the last 15, 16 years. We're getting overlooked. And then when we do get the looks, we're not getting the looks that helps everybody. You know who it's helping. Like in Toronto, we know who it's helping. It's not helping everybody. And there's a lot of just like your city, man. There's a bunch of good talent that's not getting
right.
And I don't understand why they ain't getting
politics, bro. You know, the politics of motherfucking, man. You know how that goes.
It is. I heard Baltimore's fighting for a female NBA team too.
Oh man, that needs to happen, man. I mean, for real, like it'd be nice if they had a NBA team, because once upon a time they had an NBA team, but you know,
they did.
that'd be cool too, though. Like, because before they was before the Bullets went to Washington, they were the Baltimore Bullets.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Classic for
I
you.
would love to see it though, man. You know, then with Angel Reese being from Baltimore, like I'm sure that's definitely a good reason why they push it for us. So
yeah. But like I said, man, I feel the energy, man. I'm hoping you get one too, because Toronto got one. We got Selena running it.
Oh, word.
Yeah. We got one, and Selena's running it. So I hope. I salute to Miss Williams. You know what I mean? Because she's gonna go through a lot of politics.
You're right. I did see that. I absolutely did.
She's gonna go through a lot of politics up here. She don't know the Maple Leaf Entertainment Company out here. She don't know these guys. These guys don't care about the fans, yo. They just care about profits.
I mean, you got to think, bro. It's two different countries, man. So it's like different countries, different. I mean, people don't realize like there are a lot of similarities, but there's also a lot of differences as well. So,
hell yeah.
Say that again. She don't know nothing about the what
she does not know nothing about the Maple Leaf Entertainment Company. The Maple Leaf Entertainment Company runs all our national sports, from the Raptors to the Blue Jays to the AA and AAA. They own all of it. There is a monopoly with the Maple Leaf Entertainment Company.
And they ain't about to let Shorty just come in and just do whatever, man. They already
they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna let her do none of that.
Disgraceful Maple Leafs. All right, I'll say it again. I don't care if they're from our city. Yo, them bastards never seen a cup since 1968. No, man. They should burn it. They should burn it. Yo, they should sell the team. Whatever, but guess what, brother? Guess what? But the stadium, check this out. During a regular season, always rammed. It's always full. They're always supporting them. They support losers.
Guess
what? But they make the money.
I'll show you the joke about life. The last time the Leafs got love from our city, the Blue Jays won the championship World Series. That's 92 and 93, right?
Right.
After 92 and 93, I don't know what the Toronto Maple Leaf Entertainment Company was doing, but from that point on, they're like, oh, okay, so you guys are going to come and not pay us no attention for the Leafs? Okay, no problem. And then from there, they never not sold out. Every year for the last 23 years, sold out every season.
Wow.
And this is the team that's losing and not making it to the playoffs, fam.
Guess what?
They're doing something right, man. I don't know. They're doing something right.
They are winning by all the idiot fun them keep on coming and supporting them. Guess what? It's already been the philosophy. The you know, yo, it's really,
yeah, he's really upset with the Leafs.
Out, man. If the fans
hey, man, rightfully so, man. It gets like that.
Stop buying the hot dog. They stop buying the
oh shit!
All of that, everything. Guess what? You know what would happen? If that happened in one season, they say, okay, buddies, all right, it's been a good ride, and all of that, but now we're gonna have to start winning. We have to win back the people because we're not getting that money anymore.
Listen.
Every season they're making more money.
Every season.
Ever.
Yep.
We need to win no championship.
None. Our hockey players are so comfortable that they play hard right up to the All-Star game. Soon as they make it in the All-Star game and they're in the All-Star game, they don't give a fuck about the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah, so yeah. They just playing for the
Every year, it's the same thing.
Sold out every year. Every year. Stadium sold out.
The hardcore Toronto fans, they go, oh, next year, man. I go, so wait, what's the difference from last year and the year before that and the year before that? It's
pay increase.
Thing, man.
Pay increase. Yeah, we had a notion last year.
What they focused on then, man. They worry about winning.
Brother, correct me if I'm wrong. Even down to the downgraded in the NHL team that's probably won the
AAA, AA. Yeah.
You know, probably seen the cup.
Shout out to the Toronto Marlies.
In the recent times, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen that cup in how many decades?
4.
4 decades. Oh my God.
Yeah, let's not.
This has to be talked about, man.
Yes, it does.
It's a disgrace.
But I'm not doing it on my guest. I'm not doing it on my guest.
My man got some shit to say, man.
Yes, I get you.
I will never give them respect.
Shout out to Selena Williams.
If you want to piss me off, you get me a jersey and I'll burn it.
I will get you a jersey. I want to see you burn my Toronto Maple Leaf jersey that I bought you.
Man.
Like, you know, like they put it in the drum. All right? Yeah. See, bars do matter.
All right.
The Leafs don't matter. Bars still matter. That's what matters.
Damn.
Hey, man, talk about
Bars
it, brother.
do matter. Bars do matter. Yes, they do.
That's right. That's right.
All right. All right. All right. So right now, my boy right now, what made you, here's my question. What made you start the podcast? Because when I met you, you weren't talking podcast. You were just talking networking.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right, man. So the podcast was actually like a good 2-3 years in the making. But I think what I was trying, like I had the name, but I wasn't really sure about what direction I wanted to go in. So then I started posting on Instagram a lot more. And I found myself just kind of like giving people game as I was going along. Like,
oh yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. I ain't gonna lie, I stole a couple of those.
Hey man, appreciate you, man. That's what it's there for. You know what I mean? Each one teach one, bro. You know how it go, man.
Exactly. You were saying some gems. You were talking about the first one I snatched. You were talking about how the passion behind the bars. Like there's no more passion. Everybody just says stuff to say stuff. Like,
bro,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
They don't put no fucking structure to nothing. So I stole that. I was gonna upload it after our interview. I was gonna upload it.
Bro, you got my permission, dude. If there's anything you want to post, bro, I appreciate it. Actually.
And I tap it right back to you. I'll tap it right back to your company, your podcast. But like I said, what started it? Tell my people what started and what made that happen. Because like I said, I met you on the networking vibe, and
right. I remember when we met, man. We was on the little patio joint. I remember, yeah. Man. So what started? Like I said, it was in the making. But once I realized, like, all right, y'all, I kind of got something here, man. I'm like dropping a little game. Maybe I should incorporate this into the podcast.
Yeah.
So I did that. I had already had the logo made too, man.
It's a dope logo. It's a dope logo.
Designs by Eddie, man.
All right.
So I started putting it all together. I'm like, but then I was like, I kind of want to do it. You know how you guys got it going on video, but I was like, well, let me just try to do the audio thing, see how that goes. And you know,
audio over here too, man.
Right, got you, yo.
We do audios too. Trust me on it.
Okay. Yeah, yo. I mean, you gotta have the whole thing because you know a lot of people gonna be riding. You know, they gonna listen and shit like that. So yeah. So yeah, I just did it, man. You know, I did 25 episodes the first season. I'm kind of like, you know, just sitting back, you know, getting the feedback on it, and you know what I mean, making alterations, saying what I could do better, you know, moving forward, shit like that. So, but yeah, that's how that got started, man. Like you said, I wasn't really on that, you know, a couple years ago. It kind of was one of them things. I was like, all right, this is the time. Go ahead and do it.
But it's gonna work for you. You know why? Because yours is organic.
Facts.
Any local guests that popped up on your side there? You get any guests yet?
I actually haven't had any guests yet, man. Because you know, but as you know, scheduling, man, that can be, you know, kind of a conflict sometimes.
It is a very conflict of time. You know how hard it is for me to get people to wake up in the morning just to do an interview to help their career out. Like, come on, man.
The ones that's really trying to get it, bro.
You guys are all on point. I've yet to have an American person come late.
yeah. It's different, yo. You know what I mean? The ones, I mean, but not to say there ain't lazy Americans too.
No, I ain't saying there ain't.
Yeah, but
y'all, you know, been on tip. Y'all been on point.
That's what's up, though. But just in general, you know what I mean? If you really, you know, about this and you really want it, you know what I mean? You're going to do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you presented me this opportunity, I'm like, shit, this is a good way to get exposure in another area, not just another city, but another country. Canada, bro. And
welcome to Canada.
I'm coming back up there sooner than you think. Yeah, so we definitely gonna link, yo.
You definitely got room and board over here, man. No worries,
man.
We
gonna link, brother. We gonna talk when we get up off of here, yo.
Yeah. You good, man. Trust me on. You got room and board up here, man. You was a real one.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Like I said to you face to face, I'm gonna tell you right now again. Listen, I'm about that word is bond shit. It ain't a joke with me, brother. It ain't.
I already know, yo. Like, I mean, you can feel the energy when you come in contact with people. Yo, I'm an energy person, so like when Freddie introduced me to you, I'm like, all right, yeah, yo, we got some real ones in the building, man, for sure.
Hell yeah. Like I try to talking about Freddie. Anyways, he's doing a show, so big up to Freddie. He's got a show coming up this weekend too. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I love about Freddie got a nose for freaking acts. Like he can find some gems. Like he finds these gems all the time, and I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta manage these people, man. You can't just help them a little bit and walk away, fam. You gotta like,
because I mean, it's gonna get him further, man. He's gonna build that reputation of breaking artists, and
he should be, but he don't do that. All he does is help them. That's it.
He must have his reasons, Joe. I don't know what the reasons are, but he must have his reasons.
I'm not even gonna ask him for his reasons because there's many of artists that went through his fingers that are on $1 million status now. See what I'm saying? I don't want to call no names. I just want to say, realistically, if you've gone through Freddie's routine or Freddie's how do I want to say Freddie's format? How about that? If you go through Freddie's format, that should prep you for bigger stages. Period. That's it.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no way you could do a Freddie show,
man,
and then flop on it. That's the way I look at it. Like a Freddie show is supposed to give you that confidence where you're like, yeah, I can hit a stage 3,000 people, no problem. I can hit a stage 10,000 people, no problem. That's what Freddie's format is great for that. It's hey, you know what? He should open up an artist development course. Real shit.
He got potential to do a lot of shit, man. Like I love to see what he's doing for y'all city, man. Because I feel like every major city need a Freddie, man.
Need a Freddie, for real. But if every major city gets a Freddie,
just like every city need a Bino, man. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit.
If every city gets a Freddie, then there's no more distributors, there's no more producers, there's no more promoters. Like all those people, their jobs all become obsolete, yo. Freddie does it all.
He's doing all that shit, bro.
He does it all, bro.
Videographers, all that shit, bro.
Everything, yo. He just make people obsolete. Like,
yo, man, eat or be ate, bro. That's how it is, yo. Like
for real. So, because I know you're doing the podcasting now, does it make you look at music different when it comes to the higher level guys, like the guys that are already up there getting nominees and shit like that? Or do you feel like because of your podcast, you have to look at your own craft way more different? Because, man, since I started this shit, my personal experience, I look at my craft different now, completely.
I definitely feel.
I don't want to be a hypocrite. Oh, you said this in a song, and then you went on your podcast and preached something else.
right. Yeah, I feel you because people do that type of homework, bro, and they will dig that type of shit up, yo. You're not lying.
Do they ever? Look what Kanye's going through right now.
Boy, motherfuckers will dig up some tweets from motherfucking 2008 and shit, bro. Yo, it's vicious, yo. But like I think with my shit, it was like I made it to inform because I feel like with podcasting, it's like a couple different lanes you can go in. You can inform, you can entertain.
Yeah.
I kind of chose to inform, like, you know what I mean? So I'm more so like speaking to my peers.
Yeah.
So it's I'm not even so much really like I'm not like looking at what the higher ups is doing, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm just more so like going through my experiences and you know what I mean, the information that I have and just kind of passing it off to whoever's willing to hear me out, and which is usually like, people that's on like the same level or ain't been doing long shit like that.
Well, you know what? For the few podcasters that I've talked to in the last 2 years, I didn't get no fresh ideas. I didn't get no experience points from none of them. You know what I mean? Like, I could see what you guys are doing in real time, so I'm not gonna knock them. Keep doing what you're doing. But as a guy that's in your field who's a rookie, myself, this is what I'm talking about, myself. I find myself leaning more to information giving more so than actually trying to entertain people.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm trying. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to talk about the stuff that I know will impact the poor communities first. Straight good.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't knock the entertainment shit, but I think it's more so like see a lot of that shit, and this is just my opinion, you know what I mean? A lot of that shit become gossipy, bro. Like a lot of them, you know what I mean? They get the shooting the shit, and then it just comes about other people, man. Like, I kind of feel like, man, I ain't, that's not really like a part of my.
That's not me neither, man. I want facts. If I'm sitting down to listen to you, I need facts, man. That's where my head's at. So I try to suggest it to people who do the what do you call it again? The podcasting to be more grounded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I
I like that.
most of them are just trend runners. They run around and do the trend shit. Like whatever's trending, they jump on it.
Right.
And I find that's kind of weird because as a rapper, the last time I checked, we were the voice of the people. The last time I checked, and the people who run the internet ain't the people. That's not the people. Yeah, man.
Right. Yeah,
we know who runs the internet, right? And obviously, if you don't have the dough to make your own television network, like you're drowned by mainstream media. So I felt like, if I'm gonna be a little corner of the world, I want to be a little corner of the world where at least 80% of what I'm giving is facts.
That's fine.
Yeah, just information. Period. Like I want some kid to come and Google me 20 years down the road and be like, "Well, he was known for this, but he's saying this now."
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
Nah, for real though, because it'll keep you relevant. It'll keep you relevant for one. You know what I mean? Exactly. Down the line, So
man.
All this shit, bro. All this shit like a time capsule, man. Like, you know what I mean? This shit gonna be around like long after we gone, man. You know, so I tend to appreciate shit like that.
Same here, man. Because I mean, like, I won't lie, I started my podcast based out of Facebook, and I was walking my dog and just ranting about shit I was reading in the newspaper.
Right.
Like that's all it was. It's like I wake up every morning, read the newspaper, and just get pissed. Go walk my dog, video
That's
my dog.
That's a good premise right there. Yeah.
I ain't on front, bro. The newspaper was not making me happy. The Raptors were losing. It's just I was just an angry guy. And what happened was my older relatives, like, you know, the ones that got 20 years on you, those type of relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those relatives were actually listening to my rants. Mind you, they never listened to me in real life.
See, it hit different though, man. When I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know if y'all see it this way, but like it hit different when you see somebody on a screen or hear them out of a speaker as opposed to when you see them in person. I don't know what type of different effect.
No, I agree with you on that one. It does hit different. It does. It does.
It's like when people that I know hear my music, they like, bro, I can't believe that's you. And I'm like, well, I mean, what can't you believe? Like, you know me.
Yeah.
Right, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just, you know,
I still get that. I still get that too, man. But I think it's just, I think good music's timeless, man. That's what I honestly think. There's no defining good music. There's no real saying this song that belongs to this era. I think to every individual, they could say, yeah, this song, this era. But I think music's timeless, man.
Absolutely, I agree. I always say,
I think it's timeless, man. It's timeless. What I want to see now is some of these young cats, engineers, DJs. I want to see them incorporate more of that old school vibe, that old funk, that old disco, that old country. I want to see them fuck it all up right now.
I kind of see it coming. No, I kind of see that shit happening, man. Like a lot of sampling going on, but it's a lot of good songs getting fucked up too, though, man. Like,
I agree with you on that
some
one.
Some of them just got to get left alone, man. Like you can't redo everything. Like
I agree with you, and I disagree. I agree with you because one, it's a good song. Then, if you're gonna do something on it now, you should make it your own, not try to remix it. That's just clownish.
That's true. Yeah.
I agree with you with that. But I disagree because guess what? If Mr. Nobody Joe takes I don't know, let's just say he takes a Pharrell beat, he takes a Dr. Dre beat, and he drops something crazy on it. My problem is if it starts to pick up steam, the originators hate on it, and then they stop it. They shut it down with the quickness.
And I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. I agree with that.
Like, I've seen Chris Brown in real life perform. He's a great performer, but a couple of his songs are whack. And if I point out those songs, people are going to say, oh, well, he was going through this and he was going through that. Well, thank you for being a Chris Brown fan. End of the day, I just like good music. And
it's all subjective, man. It's all subjective. Everybody has the right, you know, to not like or, you know, like whatever they like. But, you know, we also have rights to the opinions and the reasons why we like or dislike what we like. You know what I mean?
I bring that up because guess what? If 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, some kid comes up and picks up a Chris Brown album and does his sampling, is Chris Brown going to turn around and shut that kid down? That's my question. You see what I'm saying? Is he going to do that? Because I see Rihanna be like okaying people doing her remixes and doing her covers, but her team shut people down.
That's like I remember seeing when Shaka Khan spoke on Kanye doing Through the Wire.
Yes.
He did not like that shit, bro. She said
big up.
I want to say her exact words where he fucked that song up. Like, I really
that's exactly what she said.
Yeah,
how she put it. That's exactly how she put it. She did not like it. A lot of people don't know that. You see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know stuff like that. Shit.
To the gang.
Enough people don't know that Kanye was doing most of his music back in the day. The mouse like sewed the fuck up. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, yo. That's still crazy. I mean, College Dropout is like one of my, I say top
still
five,
in my
not top 3.
It's up in my tears, man. It's up there in the tears on my level, bro. Man. I love that shit. But that was a man putting his soul on wax, in the beats, in everything. Now everything sounds so much alike. It's ridiculous now, man.
Totally different quality of music now, bro. Totally different quality.
It is. Like, I know the difference between a studio rapper from a rapper that can hit the stage. Like right off the op. It doesn't even take me 15 seconds to listen to a motherfucker to know. Are you gonna kill this stage or you just good in the booth? And there ain't nothing wrong with being good in the booth. But to me, know your lane.
Know your lane, know your strength. Yep.
Exactly. Know your lane, know your strength. And when somebody critiques you on your weaknesses, don't take it as a failure, man. I want to say that out loud to you, artists. Let me say that one more time. When someone critiques you on your weaknesses, do not get upset. Yes, you can be in your feelings, but do not get upset.
Build from it.
They're saying. Build from it. Yeah, just like, gunshot for that. Yeah, man, build for that. Build from that, man, because it's gonna benefit you down the road. Like it is. It will. What happens when you perform in front of people? You start exchanging energy. So if you have one person in the crowd and you have that one person rocking, trust me, that one person is rocking with you to the end of time. You see what I'm saying? If you got 1,000 people in the crowd and you got half of the crowd rocking with you, by the end of the night, everybody's talking to you.
Energy transmits. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, everybody. Because the problem is people now rather jump on the bandwagon with the cool kids. The cool kids said that guy's dope, so he's dope. Yep. The truth is, the cool kids don't matter because everybody's gonna know that person's dope.
Yep, exactly. But see, the thing I liked about when I was in Toronto though, was performing was it was a mixed crowd, bro. Like, it was not just ethnicities, bro. I'm talking about ages, bro. It was young, it was older, like that shit was
Asian
fucking
people,
lit,
black people, Indian people, brown people, Mexican people. Yeah, it was very
when
diverse.
I came back and told people, bro, like they probably like, man,
diverse.
You ass back up there if you like it so fucking much. Then like I'm yo, like that shit was like that, yo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Toronto got that Midwest vibe, even though we're so multi-diverse. I mean, like a lot of people say, "Oh, we're a lot like New York, we're a lot like LA," but our heart's Midwest, man. We about that funk.
See, I never been to the Midwest. I only been to Cincinnati, and that shit is not a good example. So, I never been to like a Detroit or a Chicago, so I can't compare it to that.
But I hear you.
I compare Toronto to London, bro. I've been to London before, yo, and I compare it to that.
Yeah, the weather's almost like it. Yeah.
It's a melting pot for one, and then like the music. There's such a variety of music, man. See, y'all got like the island type music going on up there too, yo.
Yeah, man, we got that Caribbean swag out here.
The Caribbean shit, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah,
we got that Caribbean swag out here.
I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with that shit, man. And you know, we don't. A lot of areas in the States, we don't really have shit like that. So that was something that I really embraced up there, man. So that's what that's what Toronto reminded me of, yo. Reminded me of like a London, yo. I can't really compare it to nowhere in the States, yo.
You're the first person to tell me that this place reminds them of London. So
not all the way, you know what I mean? Because like the thing about y'all got your own y'all got your own style up there, yo. So it's not like I'm comparing the styles, but more so just like the variety of shit. Yeah,
I get you. Well, like I like to give a little shout out to my Down to Earth podcast folks, because they put my show on their network. They bubbling, and they got me out here doing a little bit of how do I call this, networking type of vibe. So I want to make sure that my people who are watching and listening to this, make sure you understand this is E Shore Riggs. He's on the Down to Earth podcast.
I don't mean to do it, bro, but I gotta do it. It's East Shore Ridge, like ridge, like cross, like round the bridge. There we go. Yeah, my man. I just gotta do that.
Thank you.
We good,
My
bro.
bad.
We good.
Ridge.
We good, bro.
My bad. I thought it was Ridge. My bad.
Yeah, a lot of people do it because the way it's spelled and shit. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's on the Down to Earth network with us, Blue motherfucking Monday. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into the speed round. So I'm gonna explain the speed round for you, Eshore, so you know what going on. So the speed round works like this: it's A answer, B answer, and then the C answer is usually either your own personal pick or it's just something random. See, and it's just a speed round, so my fans can get to know you a little bit more, and then we'll just keep going on with this pod because I'm enjoying the energy. So this is the speed round. And we got Eshore Ridge.
Let's get it.
Doing his speed round on Blue motherfucking Monday. All right. So let's get it in. First question. First question. Which do you prefer? A cat, B, a dog, or C, other?
A dog. B.
Yeah, dog. All right. When it comes,
got 4 of them. And if you hear them barking in the background, my bad, bro. I got 4 dogs in here. So
shout out.
Let's go.
Yeah. So on the traveling, all right. This is with the motor vehicles or however you want to call it. What's your favorite way to travel? Is it A, flying, B, driving, or C, other?
Flying.
Okay. Next question. This is just for the ladies because we got to get up in your business a little bit.
Okay, let's go.
Are you A, dating, B, single, or this is your C, or you're married?
What was B again? My bad.
B was single.
Single.
Okay. Now we're going to get into the health world now, so we're going to talk a little bit of food. So if you had a choice, okay, it's your choice. Are you A, healthy food, B, junk food, or C, fine cuisine? Now, don't get it twisted. Fine cuisine means your favorite food, whatever the hell it is.
Right.
Yeah. So those are your 3 picks. You got healthy, junk food, and fine cuisine, meaning that it can be your favorite food, the ambrosia of God. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the hell it is.
Word. I'm going fine cuisine. I'm going with that.
All righty. Now, this is the one. If you had a wife or if you had a girlfriend, but we got to add this in because we need to know Eshore a little bit. Good here. Now, if you had an opportunity to wake up in the morning and someone said, yeah, we're going out, Eshore, it's A, we're going back home, staying home. That's A, home. B, we're going to a barbecue. Or C, we're going to a club. What is Eshore getting out of bed for?
I'm going to a barbecue, man. I'm going to go to a barbecue.
Yeah, let's go. All right. This is the manual transportation question right now. Are you A, a skateboarder, B, a BMX biker, or C, roller skates or rollerblades?
Roller skates. Man, I did a lot of roller skating as a young.
We have not had a roller skate in 2 years.
Shout out to the roller skaters, man. We
roller skaters. All right. So now, this I call this the second toughest question. This is the second toughest question of the speed round. So, if Eshore was kind of parched, kind of dry, and he was depleted, he needed something. Now, are we giving you A, water, or B, alcohol?
I'm going with water.
All right. Water wins. Water's winning. Now, this is the last question. All right. So I'm going to explain the last question real easy. It's called a boss fight.
Okay.
Now, the boss fight basically means you have a task that needs to be done. It needs to be done. But because it's you can do it whenever you want. Because it's you. So the question comes down to, is it A, you getting up and you getting into that boss fight, or B, you sleeping in and deal with it another day?
That's a good question. I'm going to say I'm gonna get up and get into it, man, because they always say if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Boss fight it is. That's our speed round, baby. And that was your boy E. Shore Ridge. B-more representing. Done no Baltimore. Yeah, Maryland up in here. So that's his speed round. Let's get back into some questioning now. Because I want to ask some dumb shit.
That. Yeah, that was dope, man. I like that speed round shit, man. That was dope.
Yeah, just something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this is
I like
the
that.
first time I've ever done it in the middle, though. I usually do it at the end.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I usually do it at the end, and I just recently started doing it in the beginning of the podcasts. But I don't know, for some reason I felt like let's do it in the middle right now.
I feel like that's a good idea because it kind of, it'll keep the engagement going, man. Something different. Y'all like that.
Oh yeah. Because you know what? Like I said, most of my fans come from Facebook, fam. You know what I'm saying? MySpace and shit. So it's like they've been rocking
with Facebook and MySpace, bro. Where's MySpace, bro? MySpace, come back, yo.
Yo, MySpace got bought out by Picture or whatever on Google. Like MySpace is part of that whole Google phone thing, man.
Whatever Tom got going on, man. Shout out to Tom, yo. He launched a missile with that, man.
Yeah,
like
man,
MySpace is kind of how my shit got started for real. Like my buzz got going. Yeah.
Word. Shout out to the East Coast over there in Philadelphia, because everybody over there from Cassidy, Gilly the Kid, back when he was with his original team out there, they hollered at me. They hollered at me, so I gotta show some love. MySpace.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Philly, bro. I got relatives there.
Showed me some love real quick on MySpace. Like Cassidy just finished beating up Freeway on that freestyle battle shit, and that shit was on film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was crazy time, man.
Yeah, bro. When I got on MySpace, like Philly really showed me some love, like with the quickness. Man. Yeah, man.
Philly got the spitters, man. Philly got the spitters.
Yeah. They got fire out there for real. You got to go out there prepared.
Bro, man. Yeah. Philly got
You got to pull a Batman. Be prepped up.
Yep.
Be prepped up with that with Philly, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so me when I'm discussing behind the scenes stuff with the show, and I end up talking with my tech man, our conversations always come up with evolving it a different way. So the speed round really came from me knowing too many people, and I know my friends and I know my family, when they watch this stuff after the fact, they're either A, gonna interact with the person because whatever they got going on, or B, they're gonna ask me some questions like, wow, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. To me, it always comes down to like, if I could get more people via real life to interact via internet, I think I would make a great little balance. You know what I mean? But
man, you got something good going on, man.
I'm working on it, you know. And down to earth has really been like they're backing the kid, man. They backing the kid, so I'm not trying to let the home team down. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Keep
you know balling, what I mean? Bro. You got it, man. You got it.
I mean? I'm not trying to let the home team down. So, like, you know, from Blue Motherfucking Monday's point of view, I had to reach out to folks like you. I had to reach out to my other guests, because I don't think what I think is the media is lazy. That's what I think. I think the media is lazy, and now since podcasting and well, basically promoting and podcasting has become one and the same now, man. Like, shoot, I'm not interested in seeing music videos no more. Like, I want to see the behind the scenes of the music video now. Like, that's where my head's
at. People want to be involved now, man. I was watching $1 Million Worth of Game the other day with Will Smith on there, and he was talking about how he had to make the transition into Instagram. It took him like 2 years to do it, because like people want to be involved. They want to feel like they're involved now. They don't want to just be the after product. They want to be there while it's actually, being made and going on. Yeah.
Cut it up, yeah, man. So like it's a whole different process now, man. Like I don't see it going to go back to the 80s vibe. The only reason why I say I don't see it going back to the 80s vibe is because the big leagues, for all you little kids out there aspiring to be singers, comedians, entertainers of some sort, the record labels are copying you.
Say it again, yo. Say
that one more time. The record labels, the big limousine guy, the guy that's flying the big planes, the guy who's putting the money in the artist's pocket, is copying you.
Copying your ass.
And you need to figure out, children, how to make sure you own and run and control every aspect of your talent now, kids. Every aspect. That's all it is, kiddos. You know what I mean? I don't want to break your heart.
Learn the business like you learn how to do all this other shit. Like you learn how to record and shoot videos and make content. Learn the business.
Damn Skippy. And don't burn bridges if the bridge is being built to help you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have a conscious decision to make a choice to tell your business partners the truth. Do not, and I repeat, do not say one thing and do another.
Man, that's some game right there, man. Definitely don't want to burn bridges, man. You know, and a lot of that, man, like it's people be feeling so entitled, man, and it's like,
100.
you know, for what, man? You know,
top the team. You're right.
Like
you're right.
We all in it trying to get to the same shit, man. So it's like, you know, like, it ain't no shortcuts, man. You know, get it off the muscle.
None. I like to know who my enemy is compared to calling a man a frenemy. That's the worst thing in my heart. And I notice this in the business, no matter what side, no matter where you are in the world, it's the same bullshit. This guy has the ability to give you worldwide and nation exposure, and he's hoarding it for his no talent friends or his no talent relatives. And then when it comes to competing time, they don't compete because they got more money than you.
Facts.
So where's your heart? You know what I'm saying?
Like gatekeeping and all that shit.
Yeah, Dunny. Like, where's your heart? Like, I came from, before I even got into the music business, I came from the house party, the after hour vibe. I don't know about the club. I don't know about a guy or a woman patting me down for me to go sit somewhere and go pay for alcohol and can't bun a big spliff and can't feel comfortable. No.
Y'all after hour game is crazy, bro. With my first after hour up there when I was up there, yo. And that shit was cool.
It different.
It's different, bro. It's different, man. Like Toronto show a lot of love, man. Like that shit was cool.
Yeah, man. So I look at it like that. And then when I learned that most of these promoters are just straight hustling these middle class college kids and university kids and want to be young parents. A lot of these want to be young parents.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I realized, if I'm gonna bring the party game that I'm used to and be comfortable, then I gotta get the same element there first and make sure they're comfortable too. A lot of people don't understand that as promoters, and in my city, these promoters get people killed.
Man,
in my city, man, they'll put the opposite, and then say, I'm having a party. Everybody come.
Wow. Yeah, man. It's slimy like that out here, man.
Like you don't do no research. You don't even listen to the kid's music. You just take his money, promise him a great time, and then whop. I'm gonna fuck him up. Like, come on. What the hell? And then you're sitting there and you don't even bother tapping with the family afterwards and shit. You don't like what kind of I remember the promoters in the 70s. They may have looked like pimps and their silky outfits and shit, but they knew everybody's name in the club. Everybody's name in the club.
Right, yeah.
Before cell phones.
Facts, yo. You watch them old school black exploitation movies and shit. Yeah, they was on that. Yeah.
Jeez. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know which little kid was coming up as a rugrat? The little 9-to-5 kid. You knew what was going on. Those are the promoters, and they don't exist. They don't exist. I swear, in the 90s in Toronto, they all just became little. Oh man, I'm not even gonna air that out. I'm gonna leave that like this.
Yeah, I dig it though.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And like 2000 came in, we didn't teach none of our kids nothing. 2010 kicked in, and that was it. They've been on a tear ever since, and I personally would love to change their energy. Locally, I'm good. But if I don't tell the world what's going on in my city, then man, like they paint this picture like we need help. We really don't need help. We just need the gatekeepers to get their names exposed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's it. Let the security guards decide if they still want to guard that person for that salary.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Clarity and honesty, you know what I mean, would get people a lot further, but it's just, a lot of people ain't really living by the morals these days, so.
Yo, dude, 90% of these guys rap, and they don't live what they rap.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, 90% might be a generous number for real, man. Might be more than that for real, man.
I hope not. I hope not.
I hope not either, yo. I hope not either, man.
I hope not, because to me,
90's way too much, but
Well, I'm just saying, like, I only looked at it from 90 because when I got into the game in 2000, that's like almost 25 years ago now. You know what I mean? The opportunities that were there for someone with talent to get further to that same exact talented person now, dude, I'll put it this way. Our mainstream media paints a picture that it's a war-torn third world country up in this bitch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So when it comes to getting government funding, the biggest excuse is insurance and people's health. Imagine that.
Yeah.
But they'll take, we got to take this community center out to build a condo and build a fresco or build something that's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm watching that shit happen around me right now, man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. Yeah.
And they promise that they're going to rebuild something back that's going to be valuable to the community, but the community.
Then the part that they leave out is that they changing the community, though. That's the part that they leave out. There
you go. You see, kids, this is not why you watch the show for fun. You watch the show to get stuff to make you upset.
but it teach you though, and the shit that upset you and fuck your mentality out, but you learn from it.
It's supposed to take that secondary nature. So when I get into my music, I ain't gonna front. I don't write my music to change the world. I write the music so I can rock a crowd. That's it. And don't embarrass my homies. We'll just put it out. That's valid,
man. That's valid, yo. Like, to each their own.
Pretty much it. I ain't doing music because I want to make millions and millions of dollars and be an influencer and all that other bullshit.
Right. Yeah, I dig that, yo. Yeah.
I ain't worried about that. My door's gonna be open. You can walk the F in. You may not walk the fuck out, but you're definitely allowed to walk the fuck in. It is what it is. Yo.
Man, I look at it like this, yo. You can be a part of the community that they already out there building, and you can build your own community, man. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers can take that, however they want to. But it's like, I guess, in comparison to being like, mainstream as opposed to just staying independent and building your own, shit going on. We see a lot of artists do that now, man. So.
Well, I shout out those guys like Talib Kweli, Mortal Technique. I shout out those guys who do the independent route. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They jumped off the labels quick. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think right now, if those guys were going to open up newer versions of labels, if you want to call it that, like open up a label now, I think they would be able to like get the conscious rapper back in the front page.
Yeah.
Because because at this point, let's be real. Would you consider Mr. Kendrick Lamar not a conscious rapper?
I think he can be conscious. I think he can switch his shit up, man. And I'm not even a Kendrick fan, you know what I mean? But just saying it for what it is, non-biased opinion. He do touch on a lot of conscious subjects at times, and sometimes he do goofy shit, you know what I mean? So I think it's just, whatever core he wants to shoot on at the time. Yeah.
Well, that's what I feel like. I feel like for us being involved in the music game now in 2025, man, we've had more than enough talent to be up there and chill and at least be nominated a few times. I'm not saying we should be winning all the awards, and I'm not saying everything we make out here is gold. I'm not even trying to pull that
about Toronto artists.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even trying to pull none of that. I'm just trying to say, like, at the end of the day, the networking from the basic level, because remember, when me and you weren't born and our parents were running around, there was like a chickling league that used to run around for every little thing, from the gambling houses to the whole houses to the music.
The liquor bootlegging,
there was a little chickling league for everything. But there was, that just showed there was a network, right? There had to be a network. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like right now, going into 2026, 2027, we need those back again now. We need the break dancers and the graffiti artists to now step up. You know what I mean? Because like at this point in time, you think about it this way: we used to build shit with our hands. Now we got robots building it for us, and now graphic designers taking over the industry on the internet. You know what I mean? Like actually physically touching something. You know what I mean? We're losing that art, yo.
We losing that shit, man.
Yeah, man. And I feel like if hip hop's against the grain, hip hop needs to now start to help the people in hip hop. That's what I believe now. You know what I'm saying? Like it should not be a nation no more. It really just needs to be a fucking culture and done with. Like a real vibing culture and its own political party or stance, if you want to call it that.
In a community, in a village, and all that shit, bro.
Yeah, like real ish. Because we got all these billionaires, man. And none of them
go back and piggyback off of something you said earlier, man. Like the reason it needs to be like that is because, bro, they taking that shit, bro. They stealing that shit.
Facts.
And they making it their own, man. And you know what I mean? When I say they, you know, the powers that be, which ain't necessarily our community.
That is another big fact.
Yeah.
Another big fact. I was trying to explain that to some of my younger homies. Like, you guys are gonna go sign to these record labels, and these record labels are doing the exact same thing these nobodies are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's now, present day. This is not like back in the 90s and the early 2000s where they were going to the record label was going to give you a bonus no matter what. How you decide to work it is on you, but nonetheless, it was going to give you a lift. Yeah. Now the record label is requiring you to do the same thing you're doing now.
Yeah, exactly, yo, exactly. So it's like, wow, I mean, all they doing is really just giving you a loan for real. And I mean, that loan come with the interest that you probably ain't gonna be able to pay with your life.
Hell yeah. Like, damn. One of my podcasts is, you may want to do a little research into it if you keep doing the podcasts. Is one of my podcasts is I brought up the Death Contract and how it got like guys like little Richie. They got like all them old school black artists from way back who developed the R&B, the pop, the funk era. All these guys are on Death Contracts. They get half a penny on their music. They get half a penny on their imagery. They get half a penny to this day. This is why these guys are constantly on tour and running around performing.
Yeah,
madness.
It's crazy.
Madness. And you're gonna tell me there's guys like a billionaire like Jigga Man who came from the bottom,
man.
And you know, Little Richie signing a contract like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. You know what I mean? You're gonna tell me you $1 trillion hip hop and $1 trillion hip hop can't give the people who they sampled from. It's weird.
Right. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's like taking from your elders and, you know, not.
You never give them back.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them back. So when I brought it up on my pod, I said I was going to do a continuation and go into details about it. But I felt like I'm going to wait to see how many more people catch up to it. Because these contracts still exist at these record labels. You could get sucked into one of these contracts where you're getting a half a penny.
Yeah. Exactly.
How the hell do you get a half of a penny?
Well, I mean, shit, that's what's going on with the streaming shit. You know, that's a whole nother topic right there. But you know, I mean,
for real. But talking about that, how do you feel about that? You think the streaming thing is a good thing for the up and coming artists, or it's just something they have to do?
I think it's something. I mean, I think it's just kind of like how you look at it. You know what I mean? I hate to use this cliche, but it's kind of like you can look at the glass half empty or half full. Like people look at it like, we not getting shit for our streams. This is our music that we create. We put our hard-earned dollar and energy into. You know what I mean? We not really getting shit for it. I used to look at it that way, and I somewhat still do. But I also look at it as like, because I actually made a video about this last week, y'all, about DistroKid. People complaining about DistroKid.
Yeah. I didn't go through that one yet. I've seen that.
But like I was saying, like, so like, you know, you basically pay DistroKid this fee, you know, for the year, and they put your shit up on all these platforms and shit. I look at it like this is access. They're giving you access to platforms that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. You can't just independently go and get on some of them platforms, you know? So true. I look at it, so I compared it to like how like a barber or a tattoo artist, you know, pay for a chair up in the spot, you know what I mean? They pay rent or whatever, or how like I used to work in strip clubs and shit. So like how strippers, you know, they pay the house fee or whatever, and you know, whatever. So it's like it's kind of like one of them things, yo, where you know you paying them and they letting you have the access to the platforms and shit. Now do streams pay shit? Fuck no, they don't. And my caption of the video was DistroKid not gonna make us rich.
True that.
You know what I mean? So if you're looking to break the bank off of streams, it's not gonna happen unless you're bringing in millions. But like I said, the people that's bringing in millions of streams, that streaming bread ain't shit to them because they got other shit going on. You talking about the Kendrick Lamars and the Drakes and like shit like that. So and then if you start paying for them streams, you know, on a little, you know, that little phony ass
advertisement.
You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gotta get into it. I ain't even gonna put the light on it, but you know that phony ass shit, like,
I got you.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you do that, then you're gonna get violated at some point. You know what I mean? And you're gonna fuck your shit up, and that's gonna be that. So I'm like anti the boosting streams and all that crazy shit, bro. Like get it organically, or just
I'm on that organic energy when it comes to it too, bro. Like
organic,
I'd rather see you perform and rate you as an artiste entertainer compared to I hear you as an artist on some sort of streaming platform. Like exactly. a lot of artists need to know if somebody says, yo, a DJ played your tune and that's how I found your tune, you need to like understand that's not just a fan, that's like someone that's willing to ride out for you. You get me? And I've learned this from other DJs who I call y'all DJs some hypocrites. Y'all be telling me the joint's fire, but you never played in public. I'm just gonna call out some of my DJs just to be real, because they be doing that. They be doing that.
Yeah, they do, bro. You man, talk. You ain't lying.
Like, damn, homie. You're telling me your homie got a banger right now, and you're bumping it in your house. Man's are walking into your house, hearing the song blaring from down the street. You're playing it in your car. You're bumping the man's tune. Now you in a public place. You don't even rinse the tune once.
Yep. But see, that's the thing. It's like that's where actions are gonna speak louder than words, because you know, like you said, a motherfucker say they fuck with something, but then they never play it. Nigga rather just send you some fire emojis or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like they don't really want like show you that they really fuck with it. You know what I mean? If you really fuck with it, then you know what I mean, let that joint get some burn for real.
For real. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like Toronto, we got a lot of hypocrites in high power positions. And the only reason why they're still in those high power positions is because, again, the security is not evaluating what they're guarding. I'll put it that way. You see what I'm saying? Like the media paints it like these guys are up and everything's up, and it's like, no. Because if it was up, he'd be helping. He's not helping. She's not helping. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Baltimore knows about Julie Black, but Julie Black, Julie Black for Toronto, Ontario, Canada, representing worldwide. She needs more love. You see what I'm saying? She needs more love, and I feel like man, she's a singer, fam. You know what? She is singing, and her most notable joint that most people don't even recognize her voice on is one of Nas's Illmatic joints from way back in the day.
I gotta go check her out.
That's what I'm saying, fam. A lot of people don't even know that, yo. Like, this girl's been around.
Like somebody might be like, oh, I've heard her before, and wouldn't even know by the name. No, that's crazy. Yeah,
fam. She's like our version of Mary J. If just to say like where she stands amongst her peers, she's like Mary J. The most you guys can say is, oh, she can't dance, but that's it. She gonna make everybody in this room cry.
I can't dance. A lot of motherfuckers can't dance. Like, you know, like that's crazy.
Like real shit. I don't even think I can dance. I can bump. I'm a headbanger. Yeah, I'm good. I do what everybody does.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get by, man. You know, everything ain't for everybody, yo. But
facts. But she's somebody that I look as a female, and I feel like they're pigeon-toeing her. Heavy. You know what I mean? And then I listen to people like Dane Calloway. I listen to people like, 19 Keys and these guys. I listen to those type of guys, and I'm like, damn, they pigeonholing a lot more people than some people I thought.
Yeah.
The game is crazy. And the only way we get out of these type of position is when people start pointing out these folks. Like real shit, like this person, that person. Like I didn't know about half of none of these people who ran Universal to the whole what's it called? What's his name? Pusha T and Drake beef. That's when I started hearing about all the background people who run these companies. That's when I started hearing about it. I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah. All them crazy names that don't get talked about too much.
Yeah, brother. And I'm like, wait, these are the guys that are running the thing. And then things are leaking. People are doing bunny hops for people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just madness. And I'm like, these are the people who are running our industry. They're the reasons why our culture is so-called growing and not helping our community. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Bro, it make you want to build a fence around, what's real and what you got going on and shit, man. Like that's what it make you want to do for real, because it's like, man, I can't get contaminated with this bullshit y'all got going on, man.
Oh yeah, that's like I always thought hip hop was gonna be rebel music for life. Like that's what I always thought. I thought it was always gonna be rebel music because like that's what
once them folks get access to it, man. That's all she wrote, man.
Yeah,
because it's all about capitalism. You know what I mean? Once something get to a certain level, man. And
true that.
Unfortunately, that shit kind of like it fucks with the art. You know what I mean? And people really that's really trying to. Because I'm willing to. Not so much now with the new artists, but the older artists, man, I'm sure a lot of older artists, they got into it just, off the passion of doing music. A lot of these singers, they came up in the church. Or,
yeah.
The rappers, they was at the parties, they was, doing what they was doing. Like, so like a lot of people just got in off the passion, but now it's more like everybody looking at it like, shit, this a way to, break bread for real. Like, and then it's also like, it goes hand in hand with content creation now, so.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people look at this shit as a hustle, so it's like people don't have like the same standards and the same morals towards shit, and it's like
team agree with you on that one, man. Team agree with you with that. The standards of morals, it's seriously leagues difference, man. Leagues
clash, bro, and it's a clash because one day like what we would call the real and the originators, we're gonna be gone, obsolete, and it is gonna be just with the new what's new to us now, like that's gonna be all that exists, at some point in time. But for now, it's a clash, you know what I mean?
I agree with you on that one, man. I agree. I don't see the markets ever changing where I thought it would have changed by the age that I'm at now, man. That's what I thought. I thought it would have been more open than more. It just got more. Oh, we need more security. We need more police. We need more this. We need more that. How about you stop knocking down community centers? Stop cutting the paychecks for the people who are there at the after school programs. All those things. And then you want to tell me that the little jab in the arm situation doesn't throw my mind when you're now telling me you're willing to print money to keep people at home.
Man, and
it just didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I thought the world was gonna come together on some
promoting toxicity, man. That's another thing, man. That's kind of just like, not just killing, like music, but just society in general, man.
In general, I agree with you. It's ridiculous. You know what I've noticed now? Manners has been thrown out the door. Do you still open up doors and hold them for old ladies?
I do, bro. Like I still say ma'am and sir and all that shit, man. Like I'm an 80s baby though, man. Like a lot of people I don't know, yo. I mean, but that ain't even to say, like that's the say all be all, because like I know people my age is rude as fuck, you know what I mean? Ain't got no manners and like so.
And the funny thing is, no one can complain about you being able to be around those same said people, That's the funny part about life. I've learned that. Man. Like real people will tell you what's on their mind right there and then. It may be vulgar, it may be polite, but at least it's the goddamn truth. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we need that more now again, man. Like this whole living through a screen shit's getting annoying to me as I get older.
Man, bro, it's so annoying, man. Like I miss the times, when all this shit wasn't like when Not just when it didn't exist, but when it wasn't a necessity. Because I mean, we did have access to, you know, certain shit like in like the I say like the mid 2000s and shit like that. But it was like we were still outside, man. We were still. When I say outside, I mean our brains was outside. Like we wasn't outside in the phone and shit. Like
let's be real. You had a pager.
Don't front. You said have a pager.
Did you have a pager?
I was born at the end of '85, so I was a little too young for a pager, but I had one of them big ass cell phones though with the antenna and shit, though.
It's all
I
good.
gave my age away like a motherfucker, but yeah,
don't watch nothing, man. Don't watch it. I have me a couple pages.
Okay? Yeah, ain't no.
I have me a couple pages.
I remember seeing my older sister with them, and I'm like, I'm begging my mom for one and shit, but you know. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, my brother. Like, if we could go back to the eras that we were still in that information gathering time, you know what I'm saying? I feel like now more than ever that I need to tell these little 12-year-olds and these little 9-year-olds, hey, guess what? If you have a goal in your mind, just go for it. Don't let nobody tell you you're not going to be able to achieve it. Go for it. I don't care how crazy it is.
There's so many ways for them to get it now, bro. Like we didn't have all these outlets. We didn't have all these opportunities they got now, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, man. I just don't get. I'm not saying I don't get them. I get them. They're looking at us older gen, and they're saying we're not doing it like they're doing it. They're doing it different, and I agree to that. You guys are in a whole different time era, so I agree with that. But just to say, I want to see more people give back to that age group. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, why you donating to a university when you could give that same money to like 5 primary schools, 6, 10 primary schools? You get me? Bro,
this is like just an idea that like I kind of planted in my head, like, but building on it as we speak, man. Like, a lot of kids now, man, like, they're becoming really successful off of streaming and playing video games, man.
They are.
And if I had the bread to do it, man, I would build some type of, like you said, a community center or some type of place where kids can excel in video games and stay the fuck off the street and do something positive, man.
Fuck yeah. I agree with you on that, brother.
Bro, if you would have told me when I was 12, 13, even earlier, 10, 11, 9, shit like that, that I could get paid from sitting in the house playing video games and shit, bro, like, I would never did have the shit I did in my life, you know what I mean, that put me in some foul situations, yo.
I'm telling you right now, we're in an era right now where it's like, I hate that 3 groups of kids will go try out for something, and only 1 kid out of the 3 groups of kids is going to get that. Come through.
Oh man, yo, you ain't lying, man. Because we all was making the cut back then, yo.
It just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the worst part. Most likely that kid who gets picked doesn't even really want to be there. They came there because of someone else.
Well, shit, yo. And now he don't want to be there because his peoples ain't there.
Thank you.
Yep.
So we're back to the same square one problem. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I hate to know there's a billionaire living on my block and my school that's local is like not, you know, they don't even have a lunch program. You get me? Like that doesn't make any sense. You can't be a billionaire on the block and the local school don't have a lunch program.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. The way we used to be on school lunch, man. Shit, man, that's crazy.
I posted a post of some Black Panther photos back in the day with them with the guns up and standing on front of City Hall and shit. And I had so many people get into my comments, and I'm like, wait a minute. Are you upset, or are you waiting for me to rebuttal back so you can find a reason to get upset?
Right.
Because the last time I checked, the current healthcare system was built off of those guys' backs. So, you know what I mean? Like you can't really look at me not wanting to post something about these guys when they technically started the healthcare system over there.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. This is my whole ish, man. But look where Elon is. He's right beside the president.
Yeah, because you're not seeing anything, are you? He's learning. He's learning because he's younger than him. He's like, yeah, hey, buddy, I'm gonna learn from you. You're a businessman.
Wow.
And,
Okay.
a businessman can do it. I can do it too. I'm gonna get in here, and then after a few years, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna tell you, bro.
That's Toronto. You need a Baltimore or a Maryland to add to your show, to your podcast, just to give it a little twist for you, man. Just to give it a little twist. And I mean, like, be careful who you pick to be that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, realistically, yo, I gotta ask you a question, man, because you from Maryland. So
yes,
that Jesse hilarious.
Just
Did you hear what's going on with her?
As far as what on the Breakfast Club or
yeah, have you heard what's going on with her?
Huh?
Have you heard what's going on with her? What was?
I mean, I mean, I seen that she was beefing with going back and forth with Offset, and then I seen
yeah. I heard about the Offset, but I
seen the Breakfast Club shit, you know, where her and the girl, the other host, you know. But I see they resolved that shit though.
Ain't that the way to go? Get the bag.
Yeah.
Get the bag. Get the bag. That's
they
all
handle,
I'm saying,
they handle that shit like women, yo. They even made a parody about it, man. They crazy, yo. Like they
need
really
to give it up.
that shit was funny as shit.
That shit was lit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I really actually felt my Niji and me stepped up, brother. I was like, yes.
Bro, I fucks with Jess hilarious, man. I always have, yo. Like I fucks with her, yo.
I'm just saying, cause you're not the only friend I have out there in B-More. So like, it was funny. Yeah. I have to ask you live because I know when they listen to this ish later down the road, they're gonna be like, well, you know, I be fucking with Jess hilarious and da. Right. When I showed them that video, I was like, look what these two women did. Look what these two goddesses did. They made the media have to say, yeah, we got to check ourselves when we talk shit.
Exactly.
We have to check ourselves. Real talk. We need integrity like that, man. I love that.
She ended up going on Shannon Sharp shit. So I mean,
yeah. Now you know she's up a level. Now you know she's up a level.
She on a little media run, man. Like she knows what she's doing, man. Like that girl got a business mind.
Hey, man, she's from as a Canadian, knowing her name, it came out of your city. Most of the people that I ever heard backing her. So like when she came on to the Breakfast Club, I thought she was really just doing that one day guest appearance, and then she's on to the next radio station, Ray.
Right.
Now, when I see this whole music video after the whole debacle, I call the mainstream. This is not to you. This is not to you, Eshore, but I have a thing with the mainstream media. They've been going at my Niji people heavy, like respectable. Like they went at Denzel, they went at Kat, they went at Dave. You know what I'm saying? Then they refuse still to acknowledge Monique. If you know what I mean, like
that, man. And see, like I like what Jess Hilarious said about that on Club Cliche, man. You know, like Monique, she can be real strong with her
with her
opinions and shit. But
yeah.
She want the respect and the credit she feels she deserves, man. And she handles it the way she handles it, and you know, a lot of people don't like it. A lot, some people do. And I mean, it's the way she handles it, though, man. And you gotta sit back and watch either way. And that's with anybody, man. You know. So,
but I kind of look at it the way 50 did. Like at the end of the day, she's a great talent. I'm gonna utilize it and put her in a show. I'm gonna put her in a movie. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the way I looked at it. Because to hear what 50 said to Tyler Perry really makes me look at the game kind of different. Like. You're telling me the hood nigga, the hood ninja, that dude, that's the dude who told you, and you're supposed to be coming from the same type of cloth where you're coming from nothing, and you had to, you know what I mean? You were starving, sleeping on floors and shit, bro.
Like,
come on, brother, man. Like that's backwards. So like now I can't. All right, I wish her the best, as in I love to see her get more success. Going forward, I don't want her to dwell on this shit no more. Like
I don't either, yo. For her own sanity, for one, you know what I mean, and then just like for her overall well-being, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you gotta let go and just move forward to get the peace that you're looking for.
I say it this way: I believe Monique is bigger than Tyler Perry. Period.
I mean, she was around before Tyler Perry, man. Monique a legend, yo. Like,
I'm just saying, if me and you went around the world and asked some questions, Monique or Tyler Perry, most people gonna say Monique.
Right.
And like you said, she's been around before him, but they're gonna say Monique. And I'm just saying, right off the hop, when you say the name, you see what I'm saying? Like, I find that kind of funny, even though he may have more money than her.
Yeah,
you know
man.
But
you know, that's all. I mean, a lot of that can be based on, I mean, because of the whole money thing, bro. A lot of that is how you conform to capitalism and, you know, the powers that be. You know what I mean? I keep saying them terms because that's, like I said, that's kind of like what rules everything, man. So I guess what I'm saying is like Tyler Perry, you know, he just made himself more of he put himself in more of a position to make money. You know what I mean? It ain't really to say that he's like more talented and creative. I mean, if it was my opinion, you know what I mean, and I mean, he's definitely a creative motherfucker, man. He done made some films that'll make you be like, bro, what the fuck, yo? Like, but not in a bad way, just like, damn, yo, like what made you do that, yo? Like,
yeah.
That's art though, you know what I mean? So he brought something to the art for real, you know what I mean? Like, most definitely.
He did.
So I think it's more like Tyler Perry shifted the culture more so, where Monique is more just an individual asset
in the culture. Yeah,
in the culture. There you go. Yup. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. She's in the culture. I definitely say that. But the only reason why I brought her up, she's another Baltimore person, another Maryland person. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she definitely, she's Baltimore like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man, I love that.
You'll see, like,
the Monique.
The Monique, the Jessel, the Jada Pinkett's, Smiths, or whatever you want to call it. Like, they're very distinct in the entertainment world, man. You know what I mean? You can tell when a woman's from Baltimore, yo. Like,
hell yeah.
You can definitely tell.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna give this a little bit more for another podcast for sure, because I'm gonna bring back East Shore. Rich, definitely back here from B-More, definitely coming through. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna end the show right now because I feel like we need to give them a little bit more down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna come back to it. Sure. Shit, might be up there in person next time, for real.
Hey, for real. Yeah. We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm coming to the 6th, for real. Yeah.
Hey, so you tell these people what you want to tell them, how to get a hold of you, your contacts. You know what I'm saying? So I can end this show properly.
Yes, sir, man. East Shore Ridge. That's ESHORERIG.
Yeah.
On all platforms, music wise, on Instagram, East Shore Ridge 410. Same way I spelt it. I don't really rock with the other platforms like that, but my YouTube page, I'm mainly on East Shore Ridge. Yeah, bro. And I just want, other than that, man, you know, shout out to Maryland for one. You know, shout out to Toronto.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to Toronto. Big shout out to Toronto. Shout out to Down to Earth Podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all having me, man.
We man. You know you're welcome
definitely
here.
Gonna spin the bin and come back, bro. Real, you know what I mean? Whenever y'all want to have me, I'm back, yo.
We definitely gonna make that happen, yo. We definitely gonna have it, brother. I don't have a definite conclusion to the end of the show. I'm running into my boy Toronto. You know what the people want to hear, man.
Man.
We're gonna end it like this. This is the Rastafari ride. Never did you try in your eye. I prove this message. Leadership rock.